Hey guys, we are here today with a little bit of a different WOD called Encore. We are going to end up doing 2 5-minute rounds in the beginning and then 2 5-minute rounds after that. So we're going on the 0, the 5-minute, the 10-minute, and the 15-minute. The first two, so it's going to be on the 5 for 2 rounds, is this, and we're going to talk about that. Then we're just going to flip it and do it the opposite way and do 5 for 2 rounds back up the other way. So it is over and back dumbbell hops, of which we're going to demo those when we get to the floor. And then it is going to be, so it's 21 of those. That means over and back. So 1, 2, or over and back is 1. So you'll end up doing 42 jumps total. Then it is going to be 12 single arm dumbbell thrusters. We've talked about that before with that heavy dumbbell. If you can do single arm, great. If you can't, you can use it, put it in a goblet style type of a hold so that you can hold that together. So those single arm dumbbell thrusters, you can also alternate. So you can alternate every hand if you want, trying to go through that heavier weight. Or you can do 6 on one side, 6 on the other side, or you can hold it together and do 12 in a goblet style. Then you're going to go back to the 21 over and back dumbbell hops again. Then we're going to go to 10 single arm dumbbell clean and jerk. Here we're going to do 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. So there's no option here to alternate these. You'll do 5 all the way through on one side and then 5 all the way through on the other side. Then we're going to go 21 over and back dumbbell hops again, and then 6 alternating. These ones are going to be alternating, so we're going to do devil's press, and that's where we're going to spend most of our time in terms of what our demo guy is going to do today, is showing you what to do with those devil's press. We've done the dumbbell thrusters, we've done the clean and jerks quite a bit. Most of you should have a good idea of what those are. When we do these, so you're going to go on the 5. When we're doing things on the minute or on the 5 minutes, your goal is to try to get done as quickly as you can so you have some rest. So if I wanted you to do a 20-minute WOD, I would tell you to do a 20-minute WOD. So your goal is to try to get done in about 4 minutes or less. So when we do that, obviously you can't choose your weight accordingly. You have just one dumbbell at home, or most of you do, but we are trying to go unbroken on these. So if the thrusters are going to be too hard with a single arm, then go into that goblet style. The clean and jerk should be no problem to do 5 and 5. If you're really struggling to do 5 on one side, 5 on the other, you can alternate those. I said you couldn't, but when I think about it, you can, because these are going to the ground. So you could alternate those, and then that way you're saving your shoulders a little bit and be able to throw those a little bit quicker. Then back to the 6 alternating devil's press. You want to be able to do those unbroken so that we can get done in 4 minutes or less, and we have about a minute rest. So then you'll be trying to get done on each of the 5 rounds in 4 minutes or less. Your score is going to be all 4 times that you do, so you'll enter all 4 times into Sugar WOD, but your total score is going to be the total time it takes you, and Sugar WOD will add that up for you. You don't have to do that. Your goal is pacing, right? So the first round should be very similar to the last round. So you don't want to go so hard in round 1 and you're finished in the 3.5 minutes, but you have nothing left to move you forward, and you end up struggling in that last round. You're really trying to get those rounds within 10 seconds of each other. So pace, find a way to move through that and be done in about 4 minutes or less. All right, to the ground. We're going to show you right off the get-go the devil's press. So the devil's press, we've done these in the gym with 2 dumbbells. Right, obviously we only have 1 dumbbell, so we're going to do 1 single arm devil's press. Same exact movement. So you're going to have that sort of between your feet. Your feet are going to be outside the dumbbell. You're going to go down, put your hand on that dumbbell into a burpee, jumping up and then swinging it straight overhead. Then it's going to go to the ground and you're going to switch hands. You can switch hands in the air if you want. So then hop up into that burpee. Just stay right there. From here, he is going to take that dumbbell up, swinging it up into that sort of dumbbell snatch one movement there. So do a couple of those now where you're cycling those together. So it's a burpee, swing it through your legs and straight up over your shoulders. Burpee, swing through your legs, straight up through your shoulders. If you are having a really hard time figuring out how to swing that up, and you just feel like that might not go well for you, then just stop and basically do a dumbbell snatch. So just do a burpee, stop, and then try to dumbbell snatch it up. So you can still use the dumbbell, right? So go down, dumbbell, come up, and then snatch it. So if you feel like you can't swing it up into that devil's press, we can snatch it. We are going to quickly go over the over and back. So it's a lateral jump. So you're going to have that dumbbell and your goal is to jump over and back, lateral, lateral. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Making sure that you jump over that dumbbell. And then quickly dumbbell thrusters. So your option is single arm. And like I said, you can do 6 on one side, or you can alternate if that makes it easier to get those thrusters done. That does slow you down a little bit though, remember, and we want to go quick on these. Or you can hold it goblet style. So if you've been doing that goblet style at home, probably you know what you're capable of today and choose that to get you through the WOD. Good. And then the clean and jerk is going all the way to the ground. So I did say these need to be 5 on one side, 5 on the other, but I actually lied about that. But usually in hang we do that, but these are going to the ground, so you can alternate those. These will help you move faster, less fatigue on the shoulder, so you were going to try to alternate these. Up. Good. Coming down. And coming down. Perfect. All right. Good luck, guys. This is a little bit of a different WOD. I'm interested to see how you do.